everybody. I'm going to attempt to go ahead and record. Sorry, I'm going to have to move a lot. I've got little baby Colin here and he's trying to go to sleep. So I'm going to attempt to try and record his labor and delivery story as well while I have a few minutes. With him, I was induced at my 38-week ultrasound. He was already weighing 8 pounds and 9 ounces. So I discussed with my doctor induction because I was scared he was going to get too big and I wouldn't be able to push him out. And I really, really want to have my children vaginally. I had my first son vaginally and I just wanted to keep it that way. So we decided on induction. She said it was a possibility that he could get too big and I would not be able to push him out. So when I was 39 weeks, I went into the hospital at night. I went in at 5 o'clock at night and they inserted Cervidil around 7:30 that night, p.m. because I was only about a ½ centimeter dilated. So they inserted the Cervidil, which softens the cervix and gets it ready for labor. And then we were there all night. I had to leave it in all night long. And they came in, I'd say they came in about 5:30 the next morning and removed it. And then I was able to get up and take a shower, get ready for the day. And then about 7 o'clock in the morning, they came in and started my Pitocin. It was just me and my husband at the time. My mom got there shortly after they started my Pitocin. And they came in about every 30 minutes and upped the dose. They checked me about 8 o'clock. And I was at 1½ centimeters dilated. They checked me again about 9 o'clock because she was trying to keep an eye on me because she wanted to break my water as soon as possible. They checked me again at 9. They checked me again at 9 o'clock and I was still only 1½ centimeters dilated. So she said if I could stand the pain, because it was pretty painful for her to check me each time, she was going to go ahead and try to break my water because she really thought it would help speed up the process. So I said that was fine. And it was extremely painful, but she finally got my water broke. So it was broke about 9:30 that morning. After she broke my water, my contractions got extremely strong. And I believe it was about 10:45, I wanted my epidural. They gave me some IV medication first because she said it might be a little bit before before he got in there to start my epidural. So I got some IV medication first to relax me just a little bit. And he probably got in there at 11 o'clock to start my epidural. And he was not finished with my epidural until like 11:40. It took him 40 minutes. He had poked me 4 times, which I did not know until after my labor. When I was able to look in the mirror and feel back there, there was 4 spots where he had poked me. And when my back hurt so bad after they took the epidural out. But anyways, he was done about 11:40 with my epidural. He got it in and they went ahead and checked me because I was hurting really bad. And I was at 4 centimeters. So from the time he started to the time he finished, I had went from 1½ centimeters to 4 centimeters. The epidural numbed my stomach, but I could feel all the pain and pressure in my bottom and in my private area. So the doctor wanted to go ahead and check me again at about 12:10 because I was having so much pain still with my epidural, and I was at 5 centimeters. So basically the epidural did not fully work for me. I could feel everything in my bottom area. I just couldn't feel the contractions in my stomach. I would say around 12:30 the doctor finally came in there and checked me again, because I had been asking them to check me because I was hurting pretty badly, and had lots and lots of pressure. And when she checked me at around 12:30, I was complete. So from about 12 to 12:30, I went from 5 centimeters to 10 centimeters. And I was very shocked, but we were ready. I was ready for the pain to stop, and we were ready for him to be here. So by the time I started pushing, it took me not even 10 minutes to push him out. I pushed with 2 contractions and he was out, and he was born at 12:44 on June 5th, 2012, which is actually mine and my husband's anniversary. So we had an anniversary baby, and he weighed 8 pounds, 12 ounces, and he was 20.5 inches long, so he was 2 ounces smaller than his brother and an inch shorter than his brother. So he was just a little smaller. I also did not get to hold him right when he was born because he had a bowel movement, but I held him just a few minutes later. But my husband was not able to cut his cord because they had to hurry up and get him over there and make sure he was okay. My husband was able to cut Brennan's cord, though. I think Colin had a little bit more, I believe it's meconium, than Brennan did, so he was not able to cut his cord. They had to make sure he was okay. But like I said in my other video, as long as they're healthy and doing okay, that's what makes us happy. So his labor was much harder than my first son's, but all the same, it was just as worth every bit of the pain as it was with my first son. With this delivery, I did not tear. I forgot to mention, in Brennan's delivery, I did tear with him. But with this one, I did not. And I have to say that the recovery was so much better since I did not tear. I was nowhere near as sore, and the bleeding stopped a lot sooner than it did with Brennan. So I was extremely happy with that. But I guess that is it for this video. So I hope you can hear me a lot better than the other video, and sorry that you weren't able to hear me, but here is their labor and delivery stories, and I hope you enjoy them. And if you have any questions, just comment or inbox me and I'll be happy to answer them. And don't forget to subscribe. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.